To grow taller, the boy injected himself in the thigh with a needle every single day, a fierce persistence that lasted for a whole decade. Pain twinged through his mother's heart.
¿Y no querés que te ayude?
No, en serio, estoy bien.
No one could have ever predicted that this frail, thin boy, diagnosed with congenital dwarfism, would one day grow into a towering legend on the football pitch. Every time Messi scores a goal, he raises his hands and points his fingers toward the sky. This is his way of sharing the joy of victory with his late grandmother. His grandmother was the very first guide on Messi's football journey. 5-year-old Messi was significantly smaller and frailer than other children his age, so he could only sit on the sidelines as a mere spectator. On the eve of a match, one of the players failed to show up for the longest time, leaving the coach frantically pacing the sidelines, completely at a loss. Seeing the situation, Messi asked his grandmother to recommend him to the coach.
Escúchame.
Now, looking at the thin, fragile boy, the coach harbored zero faith in his ability, but seeing that only 3 minutes remained before kickoff, the helpless coach had no choice but to casually hand him a jersey. The match officially commenced. The pint-sized Messi possessed a dazzling ability to dribble past opponents and accelerate in short bursts, skills that far exceeded any rival of his age. He launched an explosive solo drive, shaking off 4 defenders in succession before burying a powerful strike into the back of the net. This breathtaking performance stunned the entire crowd, and the on-site cameraman captured this historic moment in its entirety. The coach truly witnessed his extraordinary football talent and immediately pleaded with the grandmother to let Messi formally join the team. On the way back, his grandmother continuously encouraged Messi.
Vas a ser el mejor jugador del mundo.
From that day forward, football completely integrated into his life. No matter where he went, football was his constant companion. But after all, he was still just a 5-year-old child. One day before a match was set to kick off, Messi accidentally locked himself inside a bathroom. No matter how loudly he cried out, there was no response. Seeing that the match had already begun, in a fit of desperation, he smashed the window glass, scrambled through, and bolted toward the pitch at full speed. By the time he reached the grounds, only the final 20 minutes of the match remained, and his team was trailing the opponents 0-2. Spotting Messi, the coach saw a glimmer of hope for victory and immediately subbed him onto the field. The moment Messi stepped onto the pitch, he rapidly turned the tide of battle. Relying on his exquisite technical mastery, he continuously drove past defenders and scored goals, single-handedly pulling off an incredible comeback to lead his team to victory. After the match, every participating player received a bicycle as a reward. While Messi was agile and swift on the field, in his private life, he was not at all skilled at football video games. Every time he played with his companions, everyone would earnestly change into their favorite jerseys, fully immersing themselves in the ritual. Messi would always choose the Barcelona number 10 shirt. At that time, he had no idea that this jersey would accompany him through countless future tournaments and forge countless miracles in world football. It was also during this period that Messi met his friend's younger sister, Antonella, the girl who would eventually become the wife to walk beside him for the rest of his life. Just when his family thought Messi would smoothly step onto a professional path, destiny suddenly encountered a devastating turn. During a routine medical checkup, Messi was found to have a severe growth delay and was officially diagnosed with dwarfism.
¿Que no va a crecer más?
The doctor flatly stated that his adult height would struggle to even break 1.5 meters. To improve his condition, his only option was to undergo long-term intervention through growth hormone injections. Deep down, Messi only cared about one thing.
Yo voy a poder seguir jugando al fútbol.
Faced with a staggering medical expense of $1,000 every single month, his father still firmly resolved to pour every ounce of their resources into curing the child. At just 10 years old, Messi began to independently inject the medication into himself. The needles brought sharp jolts of pain, yet he never once cried or screamed. Instead, he would turn around to comfort his deeply worried mother. Under the medical intervention, Messi's height began to slowly crawl upward. But the good times did not last. An economic crisis swept through Argentina, and Messi's father unfortunately lost his job. The already financially strapped family could no longer afford the exorbitant medical costs, and the treatment process was forced to a halt. To ensure the treatment could continue, his father scrambled and traveled between major clubs across the nation, praying that a team would sign his child. However, the moment multiple clubs learned of Messi's dwarfism, they all flatly refused to provide any medical sponsorship. In their eyes, there was simply no possibility of a boy plagued by such a disease playing football professionally.
No.
Just as the entire family plunged into absolute despair, Barcelona Football Club, from far away in Spain, extended an olive branch. This was all thanks to his father previously distributing videotapes of Messi's matches everywhere. And Barcelona's sporting director was the very first person to lay down his prejudices and actually open that videotape. The moment he finished watching the footage, he proactively contacted Messi's family and granted him a trial. In a restaurant, the staff wrote down a pledge on a simple paper napkin. Barcelona promised to fully cover all of Messi's medical expenses. At 13 years old, Messi officially commenced his professional football career. When he first entered the youth academy, his introverted and painfully shy personality made it incredibly difficult for him to integrate into the group, and he was frequently teased by his teammates due to his small and slight build. But the moment the football reached Messi's feet, he instantly used his raw, indisputable capability to make everyone look at him with newfound respect.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Messi.
Messi.
3 years in the youth academy flashed by in the blink of an eye. At 16, Messi successfully transitioned into Barcelona's first team, welcoming his professional debut. When Messi dialed his mother's number to share this ecstatic news, she was so choked with emotion that she couldn't speak. Her son, who was so close to being entirely abandoned by the judgmental eyes of the world, had finally made it through the storm. Very quickly, Messi's extraordinary talent caught the attention of the Spanish national team, who intended to recruit him to play for Spain. However, an Argentine chef working within the team deeply cared for his homeland's football future and could not bear to watch such a genius slip away. The chef intentionally stopped the manager of the Argentine national team, passionately recommending Messi. Having never even heard the name, the manager placed zero faith in the chef's words. But out of courtesy for the chef's relentless enthusiasm, he reluctantly accepted Messi's match disc.
Yes.
Yet the moment he cast aside his prejudices and doubts and opened the video, the manager was utterly paralyzed with shock. Messi's ferocious speed, masterful dribbling, and pinpoint finishing demonstrated a top-tier divine talent that all around far exceeded anyone of his age.
Aguanta un cachito, por favor.
The manager immediately instructed staff to contact Messi's family, officially extending an international call-up invitation to the young boy.
Lionel Messi.
Faced with the summons of his motherland, Messi did not hesitate for a single second, full of anticipation to don the national shirt. For this was where his family resided, and it was the very soil where his late grandmother was laid to rest. He knew that while earning the national team's recognition was an honor, maintaining a consistent and stable performance at the club level remained the absolute priority. However, it was not easy for a 16-year-old boy to blend into a heavyweight dressing room teeming with global superstars. The arrival of Ronaldinho completely broke the ice for Messi. Ronaldinho was incredibly approachable, carrying zero superstar arrogance. He proactively invited Messi to sit right beside him. Just like that, the veteran player slowly began to accept this young starlet. Ronaldinho always treated Messi like his own younger brother, taking meticulous care of him. Messi's very first goal for Barcelona came precisely from a sublime assist delivered by Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho warmly hoisted him onto his back. This image became an eternal, heartwarming classic in the football world. The Barcelona number 10 jersey, from this exact moment onward, achieved a true passing of the torch. In the years that followed, the bond between the two remained profoundly deep. Steadily growing, Messi gradually became the absolute core powerhouse of Barcelona. He played for this club for 21 years, accumulating 778 appearances, hammering in 672 goals, and delivering 269 assists. He drove his club to capture 35 trophies across tournaments of all sizes, including 10 La Liga titles, 4 UEFA Champions League titles, and 7 Copa del Rey trophies. His individual accolades were equally towering and luxurious. 8 Ballon d'Or awards, 8 FIFA World Player of the Year honors, 6 European Golden Shoes, and 8 La Liga Golden Boots. Yet no matter how profoundly successful Messi became at the club level, he always harbored a singular, unyielding obsession deep in his heart: to lead Argentina to a FIFA World Cup championship. This obsession came painfully close to realization during the 2014 World Cup in Brazil. With his physical condition at its absolute peak, Messi led his squad into battle, boasting the most luxurious attacking depth on the planet. Kun Agüero, Ángel Di María, Gonzalo Higuaín, Rodrigo Palacio, and Ezequiel Lavezzi. This attacking arsenal, envied by the entire world, propelled Argentina smoothly all the way into the grand finale against Germany. But as the regular 90 minutes concluded, neither side had managed to break the deadlock. During extra time, in the 113th minute, the young German player Mario Götze unleashed a stunning volley to score a dramatic winner.
For Argentina, the wait goes painfully on, past 30 years.
At the medal ceremony, Messi's desolate, longing silhouette, as he stared intensely at the World Cup trophy, became an agonizing regret that countless fans could never erase from their hearts. 4 years later, at the World Cup in Russia, destiny once again failed to smile upon Messi. Argentina engaged in a fierce, chaotic battle against France, ultimately crashing out with a bitter 3-4 defeat. After the match, Messi stood frozen on the pitch, the imagery of his idol Maradona lifting the trophy vividly flashing through his mind, his heart drowning in unyielding disappointment. When time finally marched into the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, this grand finale became an immortal classic showdown in the history of the tournament. In the first half, Messi converted a penalty to break the deadlock, followed by Ángel Di María pushing a clinical shot into the net, handing Argentina a 2-0 lead over France. In the 78th minute, Kylian Mbappé hammered home a penalty, and in the 81st minute, he unleashed a stunning volley to blast the back of the net, rapidly evening out the scoreline. In the ensuing extra time, Messi and Mbappe struck once again for their respective sides, sending the score into a thrilling, repetitive deadlock. Ultimately, Argentina emerged victorious in the dramatic penalty shootout, defeating France to capture the third World Cup trophy in Argentina's team history.
Argentina, champions of the world! Again!
The boy who was once diagnosed with dwarfism had stood precariously on the absolute fringes of a world ready to abandon him. Yet, whether it was the relentless encouragement and support of his family or his own unbreakable, stubborn defiance, it all transformed it to the fuel that propelled him forward, allowing him to stand right back up after falling down countless times. Now, approaching 40 years of age, he steps onto the World Cup stage once again as the defending champion. Perhaps this year will mark his final World Cup in the truest sense of the word, but regardless of what the final result may be, he has already achieved absolute success, because he has become exactly like an indelible brand of an entire era. As long as he stands there, he will continue to radiate brilliant light, illuminating countless souls who passionately yearn to chase their own dreams.